net is held each Wednesday evening on about 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here on Reflector 14 Charlie. This is an open net, but a controlled net. At any time, a station may break into the net to pass emergency traffic. So at this time, we're asking, is there anyone out there with emergency traffic that needs to pass?
KG6KMK.
KG6KMK, I've got a quick key on you there, and we'll get you checked in here in just a moment. Hearing no other traffic there on the emergency side, we'll go ahead and continue with the net. The purpose of the net is to promote ham radio, provide D-Star related information and news, give D-Star capable amateurs the opportunity to improve their communications, and just have fun and talk about the Ham Nation show that recorded this evening. Your net control operators this evening will go in this order. VK5PBZ, that's Alan in Tomby Bay. After he gets a few check-ins there, we'll see if Jeff wants to take check-ins or take the last round. We'll leave it up to Jeff there. He's KJTK. He's the ARRL technical coordinator for the Ohio sector. And then I'll probably take the last round or whatever Jeff wants to do there. KB9BZU here, and I'm in Newcastle, Indiana. And I've got two stations that's already checked in. I didn't have the pin ready for all the quick keys there before we got started. I'm going to go ahead and pass it over to VK5PBZ, Alan there in Tomby Bay, Australia. Alan, I'll go ahead and run your log for you. And anyone that checks in tonight, this will be for points. So we'll get you on the list on the check-ins for the special event. Plus, we'll get you on the wiki page too. So go ahead and take it away there, Alan.
KG6KMK.
Thank you very much, there, Dave, and a very good evening all. The operator here is Alan. My call sign is Victor Kilo Polo Papa Bravo 7. My location is Tomby Bay, and I'm on the west coast of our capital city of Adelaide. When stations check in, could you please call in phonetics and slowly. I'll take the first two check-ins. I'm sure I have them right, but if I don't have them right, please check in again. The first station was November 0 Bravo Fox. Very good evening. Go ahead.
KG6KMK.
Kilo Juliet 6 Zulu Sierra Papa KJ6 ZSE Bill in Brazil, Indiana. Mobile.
November 6 Charlie Zulu Echo.
I think I must have messed up there. Alan, did you want me to check in?
KG.
Okay, we'll hold it there. We'll take November 0 Bravo Fox. Good evening. Do you have any comments so far? Go ahead.
Yeah, I think I messed up here when I pressed the push to talk. Anyway, thanks for letting me check in there, Alan. Beautiful signal there from Australia on the D-Star, and I'm listening to the Tennessee station right now out of Tennessee on the 5 megahertz band. Anyway, thanks for letting me check in, and happy 300th show there. This is N0BF. Back to you there, Alan.
Okay, thanks for checking in. Have a good evening. We'll take this mobile station. My apologies for not slotting you in first. Kilo Juliet 6, Zulu Sierra Papa. Good evening. Do you have any comments? Go ahead.
Well, thank you. I'm an over-the-road truck driver, mobile, currently driving through Indiana, just about 17 miles from the border of Missouri. And I've been listening to the information via the Twit app on just the audio. Shouldn't be watching no video while I'm driving. But great show. I really enjoyed the information on the new Hamvention site, and looking forward to watching the video tomorrow when I download it off the Twit network. Thank you for letting me check in, and I'll go ahead and pass back to that. This is KJ6ZSP.
My thanks for checking in there, and drive safely and arrive safely there. And thanks for your comments. And if a station's mobile, can you just, when you check in, if you let us know, we'll slot you in above the rest. And my apologies to you there, Bill, for not slotting you in first there. Now, I'm not too sure of the first two stations that have checked in, because I didn't have my pin ready as well there. But if those stations check in again, I'll be much appreciated. So I'll go as I've got it listed here. November 6th, Charlie Zulu Echo. Good evening, and do you have any comments so far? Go ahead.
Well, a very good evening to you, sir, at least evening here in Southern California. M6CZE here. The name is Gary, Golf Alpha Romeo Yankee. And yeah, I've been watching the show. It's still on, as a matter of fact. And I enjoyed the part about the hot spots and the D-Star access points that the gentleman at the beginning was talking about. And of course, the Dayton information is always interesting to everybody out there. It's pretty neat. Always got something exciting to watch about there. And because there's 3 others to show, that's pretty special, too. So we won't tie it up any longer. Thank you for doing the net, my friend. You're sounding really good tonight. N6CZE in Montclair.
W0.
Okay, thanks there, Gary, for those comments there. Your audio is Q5 also there, Gary. Have a nice evening. Next station I have is Kilo Golf 6 Kilo Mike Kilo. Very good evening. And do you have any comments? Go ahead.
W6GPS.
Kilo Golf 6 Kilo Mike Kilo. Do you have any comments on the show so far? Go ahead. No response. Next station I have, Whiskey Zero, November Whiskey Alpha. Very good evening to you. Go ahead.
KG.
Whiskey Zero, November Whiskey Alpha. Do you have any comments? Go ahead. No response from that station. Next station I have, Whiskey 6, Golf Papa Sierra. Very good evening. And I think you was one of the earlier check-ins. My apologies. Go ahead.
K.
W6 GPS survived Hamvention. Just want to say hello to everybody, and did a hastily done video on the hotspot, and I hope everybody enjoyed it. There is we're gonna get Jeff to post this information, but I will say Kenwood is soliciting people who would be interested in a mobile version of the THD-74. So if anybody's interested in that, I'm having Jeff post the email information on the webpage. You can email me directly, w6gps@yahoo.com, and I have the information to pass on. Anyway, it was good seeing everybody there, and I'll say 73s, and hopefully I'll be going out to the West Coast next week, unfortunately, to a funeral for my sister. So if you guys see me on APRS and I'll be on D-Star, please chime in. W6 GPS, back to net control.
Yeah, Roger there, John. Thanks for that information there. Sorry to hear of the passing of your sister there. I hope you have a good, safe trip there. And that's Kenwood THD-74. Sounds a nice little radio there, John. It's not available here in Australia as yet. Now, I don't know what's going to happen with my bank account if it, when it does come available here in Australia. But I'm trying to talk myself into that. I've got enough handhelds there, but thanks for checking in there, Don. I've got another call there, possibly a recheck from Kilo Golf 6, Kilo Mike Kilo. Yeah, Kilo Golf 6, Kilo Mike Kilo. Very good evening. Go ahead.
KG6KMT.
Possibly down Lincoln. Is there any other station wish to check in for the Ham Nation D-Star after show net? Go ahead.
Kilo 6 Echo.
Alpha. Kilo Juliet 4 Romeo Whiskey Delta.
Yankee Julia.
KY. WA6PX. K.
Okay, we'll hold it there. The next station I have is Kilo 6 Echo. Very good evening. And do you have any comments on the show so far? Go ahead.
Yeah, hi, name is Jim in Laguna, California. Good show, as usual. Just wanted to check in. Thanks for letting me check in. And you've got a nice signal into Southern California. Over.
Thank you very much for your comments there. You've also got a good signal. Go ahead. Next station I have is Kilo Juliet 4 Romeo Whiskey Delta. Very good evening. Go ahead.
This is Kilo Juliet 4 Romeo Whiskey Delta in Crestview, Florida, up on the northern Gulf Coast. Just checking in with the net.
Okay, thanks very much there, Steve. And the call sign looks new. Is this the first time you've checked in there, Steve? Go ahead.
KG6KM.
Yeah, this is Kilo Juliet 4 Romeo Whiskey Delta. The name is Steve.
in Crestview, Florida, up on the northern Gulf Coast, just checking in on the net.
Yeah, Roger there, Steve. The call sign doesn't look familiar to me. Is this the first time you've checked in? Go ahead.
KG6.
No, it's not the first time, but I only get to check in maybe once a month. It's not very often that I check in.
Okay, Steve, thanks very much for checking in there. Next station I have, Kilo Yankee 4, Tango Romeo Kilo. Very good evening, go ahead.
Good Ham Nation 300, or 301 may it be. Kilo Yankee 4, Tango Romeo Kilo. James, I'm out here in Louisville, Kentucky this evening, and it's nice and wet. It's been kind of off and on rain all day. But just wanted to pop in, say good evening to y'all, and have a good Ham Nation 301. Back to net.
Thanks for checking in, guys. You have a good evening there. Next station I have is Kilo Echo Zero Alpha Yankee Juliet. Very good evening. And do you have any comments? Go ahead.
Sierra Golf.
WA5RSG.
Kilo Fox 5 Zulu Bravo Lima. Good evening. Do you have any comments? Go ahead.
KG6.
Good evening, Jeanette. K5 ZBL, Bill here in Dallas, Texas. Currently 70 degrees. So happy 300 or 301 to the Ham Nation crew, and good show tonight, and always enjoy watching that show. So other than that, it was a good show tonight. I'll send it back to Nick. KF5 ZBL.
Thanks very much for checking in. You have a nice evening also there. Next station I have, Whiskey Alpha 6, Papa X-Ray. Very good evening. Go ahead.
WA6P. KG6.
Whiskey Alpha 6, Papa X-Ray. You broke up there. Do you have any comments? Go ahead. Okay, we'll come back to that one. Kilo 9, Papa Tango Foxtrot. Very good evening. Do you have any comments? Go ahead.
KG6KMT.
No response. Very good evening. Good afternoon to Victor Kilo 2, Alpha Romeo Sierra. Good afternoon, Steve. Do you have any comments? Go ahead.
KG6KMT.
IRS. Thing was actually too. I heard my call sign and not much else. So obviously I've got some network congestion where I am. So thanks again for the net control. Thank you very much. Great show, and I've got to get to Dayton. Maybe next. We'll
Driving. 7-3, VK Toyaris.
Okay, thanks for checking in, Steve. You had a little bit of R2D2 on your signal, but we got most of it there. Next station I have, Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo Sierra Golf. Very good evening, and do you have any comments? Go ahead.
Yeah, good evening. Ham Nation was great tonight as usual. Dayton was awesome this year, and the Ham Nation Forum was definitely worth seeing. Seeing all those guys together in one place was just great. Just love the new venue at Dayton, and looking forward to next year already. So appreciate the net, you guys, the hard work that you do. WA5RSG.
Okay, thanks very much for checking in. You have a good evening there. Next station I have, Whiskey 6, Echo Tango Sierra. Very good evening, and do you have any comments on tonight's show so far? Go ahead.
This is Whiskey 6 Echo Tango Sierra in Laguna Woods, California. Normally, I'm on repeater SORA, Southern Orange Amateur Radio Association. Normally, we have a net on this time, but Gordo asked us to link up to 14 Charlie, so we did. So, happy 300, W6ETS clear.
Thank you very much for checking in there, Mark. You have a nice evening there. I'll take another handful of check-ins, and I'll pass it across to the next operator. Another handful of check-ins, call, go ahead.
6 UHA.
W K K G 6 K M K W B 5 U S A K W A 6 U 8.
Okay, we'll hold it there. First station I have, Whiskey 1, Charlie Alpha Tango. A very good evening, go ahead.
K.
Good evening to you, sir. Whiskey 1, Charlie Alpha Tango. We enjoyed Ham Nation, the 300th episode for sure, as usual. Can't say that I've watched all 300, but I've watched a bunch, that's for sure. So, definitely enjoyed it. We'll say 7-3. It's great to see you, my friend, and back to you there from W1CAT.
Okay, thanks for checking in. Have a nice evening. Looks like I've got a recheck from Kilo Golf 6, Kilo Mike Kilo. Good evening again. Go ahead.
Right there, your recheck might have been Kilo Echo 0 Alpha Yankee Juliet.
K G 6 K M K.
Kilo Bravo 6, Yankee Alpha Foxtrot. Good evening. Do you have any comments on the show so far? Go ahead.
Well, thank you for picking me up on tonight's net. I want to say thank you to Dawn, W6GPS, for providing a great video segment and also helping me get on D-Star initially. So thank you, Dawn, and it was nice to meet up with you at the Quartz Fest also. Sounds like D-Star is doing well, and I enjoy listening to everybody check in. Thanks, Alan, for picking me up. KB6YAF in Olympia, Washington.
My pleasure there. Have a nice evening there. You're Kilo Golf 6 Kilo Mike Kilo. If you're listening there, you are beaconing and you are sort of registering there. So maybe you'd like to turn the beacon off there. Thanks for checking in. Next station I have Whiskey Delta 5 Uniform Sierra Alpha. A very good evening. Go ahead. Whiskey Delta 5 Uniform Sierra Alpha. Very good evening, and do you have any comments so far? Go ahead.
Oh, thank you very much, Alan. Another great show tonight. I'm glad they got number 300 behind them, and they can go on and shoot for number 400 now. Great show, a great series of shows. I won't say I've watched every one, but I haven't missed too many of them. I'm about 15 shows behind now in recording all of them. I got them on an external hard drive, so that's my goal tomorrow is to go back and catch up and then start on some of the other podcasts that I want to get on the hard drive. It's a terabyte hard drive, so I got plenty of room, and I'll have it. Thanks for doing what you do, Alan. I hope you're doing well. WD5 USA.
Yeah, my pleasure to be here, Mike, to talk to you all there. I love putting this time away Thursday mornings there to have a chat to you guys across your part of the country there, and to sort of talk to news stations there. And there was a station that's just recently rechecked. My apologies, I didn't get your call sign because I didn't have my glasses on there. So if that station can accept my apologies and recheck in, be much appreciated. Next station I have, Kilo 9, Foxtrot Tango Foxtrot. Good evening, and do you have any comments? So go ahead.
K9 PTF, Alan, is it possible that you were saying my call?
Can you repeat that question again for us, please, Paul?
Yeah, I think you were giving my call. It is Kilo 9 Papa Tango Foxtrot. I think you said Fox Tango Fox.
My apologies again, there, Paul. You are correct. Having a senior's afternoon this way, Paul. My apologies. Kilo 9, Papa Tango Fox. Good evening, Paul. Go ahead.
This is K9 PTF, Paul in Chelsea, Alabama, and I'm not your first time with you, Alan, and Hey, don't worry about it. I understand completely. I just didn't want to add to the confusion. I know people want to get in quickly tonight because of the events. I would like to say, is there someplace I can send a QSL card? And maybe Jeff and Dave might also chime in with about cards for the event. Anyway, back to net control.
You're right there, Paul. You said something if there was a QSL card for the event. Was you correct in asking me that? Paul, go ahead.
That is correct. I believe there were some QSL cards going to be available if we respond with a self-addressed envelope and our QSL card, but I'm not sure. Kind of new at this sometimes on the cards. Anyway, back to you, Alan.
Okay, Paul, I'm unaware of that arrangement there. I'll briefly put it back to net control. That will be Dave, Kilo Bravo 9 Victor Zulu uniform. He may be able to answer that question before we get sort of into the show and forget about it there. So I'll ask, I don't know if Dave's heard the question, but Kilo Bravo 9 Victor Zulu uniform. Did you hear the question from Kilo 9 Papa Tango Fox, Dave? Go ahead.
All right, Alan, we appreciate you running that round of check-ins there. I had 25 total on that round, counting the net controllers, and I got everybody logged in there correctly. And yeah, there's all the information pertaining to the special event is on hamnationdStar.net and K9 PTF. All that information's on there. You're going to get points for each one of us that you check in with here, but every time you check in with one of the net controllers, like you would get 10 for Jeff. I think I'm saying right. You get 10 for me and 10 for Alan. So this special event station is going to be going on for some time, and you can even get points throughout the summer. It's going to be an ongoing thing, and we want to try to promote all the HF stations as well. So I think the best way to do that, let's get the guy in here and see if JTK has time to kind of go over the announcements with us, give us the other HF frequencies and the other Echolink information here for the special event that we're doing. So, JTK, if you're available, can you go ahead and pass those information announcements along for us?
Well, thanks, Dave. Yeah, as mentioned, HamNationDStar.net has all the special event operators and who you can make contact with. It's pretty much most of the W numbered station H, so W0H, W1H, W2H, etc. And those all count for points. If you make, I believe it's 6 or more HF contacts, you'll get, you're eligible for a certificate. And if you make 2 or more digital contacts, so if you get Dave and myself, that's 2, and you're eligible for the digital certificate there. And of course, there's the points challenge, which has a number of points. I believe 300 is the magic number that you want to get to, of course, for Ham Nation 300. And the all the roles and everything are listed on that site, as well as any of the other special event stations. So if you go to W0H, for example, that's Dale, K0HYD, he'll have all the information on his page as well. So you want to look for all of them, including K0H, which is Amanda. Again, HamNationDStar.net has all the details as to the rules and everything for the special event here. And kind of what we're doing for the net is if you're making contact and you're getting checked into the net, we'll log you for both stations there for the D-Star. So Dave, I'll throw it back to you, whoever gets the KJTK.
Okay, thanks very much there, Dave and Jeff. I've got another couple of check-ins here. I'll call for the check-ins and then I'll hand it over to you, there, Jeff. The station, the first station is Whiskey Alpha 6, Uniform Hotel Alpha. Very good evening. And do you have any comments on the show? Go ahead.
VK5TVZ and the group from WA6UHA on the Post-Ham Nation Net. This is Dave here in San Francisco, and great Ham Nation as usual, with a few minor highlights there of what happened at Dayton this last weekend. I know there's more coming, looking forward to it. And also getting back to the Pine Board HF transmitter, and that's going to be exciting. Wait for the transmitter circuit, because I believe Bob has not described that circuit yet. He's been focusing on the power supply and the preamp, and hasn't really touched upon the transmitter circuit itself. So I'm looking forward to that. But we're running the D74, the tri-band Kenwood transceiver, and we're on 222. As a matter of fact, the 223.52 simplex frequency. And in the other room, about 3 or 4 doors down, we got our hotspot. It's the 222 DVAP, the 1.25 centimeter DVAP with Raspberry Pi 3, and that's been working really, really well with the W6 GPS image. I don't know if he's still on frequency, but my hat's off to such a great design on the image to work with with that particular DVAP, and all the DVAPs for that matter. And it works out really well, and I'm really happy with that particular image. Other than that, not too much else going on. We'll pass it back over to you, that control there. And again, it's just a great Ham Nation as usual, and we move on. Congratulations on number 300. Actually, 300, I guess, was last week, but this is the official 300. Back to Net from WA6UHA.
Thank you very much for those comments there, and there's 300 shows. Gee, that's really good there. Yeah, for sure. It's great to sort of be part of this net for the 300th one there, and it's always good to be part of the net each week there. My apologies if I'm ever on it there. Next station I have Kilo Echo Zero Alpha Yankee Juliet. Very good evening. Go ahead.
Kilo Echo Zero Alpha Yankee Juliet. Sort of dropped the link last time, mobile in central Indiana. Want to say 73 is everybody. Have a good evening, and just checking in for the net. Have a good one. KE0AYJ, Central Indiana.
Checking in there, Andy. Nice talking to you there. Look forward to doing the same next week there. Well, I've got a pile of call check-ins this way. Certainly have kept me busy. I would say it's the first amount of check-ins that I've had since I've been part of the net there. So I'm sort of overwhelmed for the number right there. Thanks there, and we'll look forward to checking in again next week with you there. Next operator is Kilo Tango 8, Juliet Tango Kilo. A very good evening to you there, Jeff. And again, thanks for keeping up an excellent website for us. Go ahead.
KM6BQU.
Alright, now we'll remind everyone that this is a directed net. K8JTK is currently your net control. This is the 300th special event. We're getting underway here with Ham Nation 300.
Of course, for checking in here, you'll get both Dave and myself for the net this evening. We'll both log you. And the DMR net is going on TAC 311. That's Talk Group 311. Echolink is star do drop in star, node number 355800. And of course, the HF stations are going on. They're all listed at hamnationdStar.net. I'll look for them on the DX cluster and see what frequencies they're going to be on. You can check dxsummit.fi or DX Heat and put in any of the K0H, W0H, W1H, W2H, W4H, W5H, W6H, W7H, and W9H are all special event call signs. In addition, you might want to look for Bob and Gordo out there, Randy as well, and George to see if they're operating. And of course, all those call signs are listed on our website, hamnationstar.net. All right, we're looking for check-ins. Anyone at all wishing to check into the net? And we'll log in for Ham Nation 300. Please call KHATK now.
Kilowatt Charlie 8, Oscar Romeo.
Victor Kilo 2, Delta Yankee.
And J6M.
KM4.
KCYQL.
Kilo Fox 5, November X-Ray Romeo.
November 9, Golf X-Ray India.
KM6 DQU.
All right, let's hold it there. I have a good round of stations that time. I have KM4, WSJ, KC8, ORW, VK2DY, NJ6N, KM6DQU, KM4, WSJ, got you in there again, KC8YQL, VK2ARS. I will take this list, and then we will continue on with more stations. And of course, this is the beginning of Ham Nation 300. If you're not familiar with Ham Nation or anything like that, never heard of the show, want more information about it, our website is available at hamnationstar.net. KM4 WSJ. Do you have any comments about the show this evening, or any comments about Dayton? Go ahead.
Hi, Jeff. Good evening. It's KM4WSJ here in Neptune Beach, and I didn't make it to Dayton this year, but I've seen every Ham Nation episode, and I'm looking forward to the next 300. I was committed elsewhere. I couldn't make it to Dayton, but maybe next year. Yeah, like I say, I started in ham radio in 2013, which is just about when I started watching Ham Nation, and I caught up to all the episodes, and it's been a great Elmer, and I'm looking forward to a lot more. So thanks for checking me in, and have a great evening, and we'll talk to you next Wednesday. KM4WSJ 73.
All right, Peter, sounds good. Thanks for checking in, and we appreciate you supporting the net here. KC8ORW.
I just want to check into the net there, say good show for the 300 there, and hope to see another 200 go on. It's really enjoy watching the show every weekend. KC8ORW.
All right, Nick, thank you very much. And, of course, always check out Ham Nation as it records live on Wednesday evening, starting about 9 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Pacific. VK2DY.
Good afternoon, this is Robert from VK2DY in Metropolitan Sydney. And I just want to say thank you for the show. It's good to see we're one down into the next 300, I guess. So, good to see. Keep it coming. VK2DY, back to that.
Hi, Robert. Thanks for checking in. We got you on the list, and thanks for supporting Ham Nation. NJ6N is next.
Hey, good evening from NJ6N in Southern California. Just really enjoyed the show this evening, and I wanted to pass along that Gordo was monitoring here on our Temple Hill Laguna Beach D-Star repeater, and he's logging call signs, and that's about it from NJ6N.
All right, thanks for bringing that along. We'll see if Gordo's out there and wants to say a couple words. WB6 NOA from KHATK. Net Control, you out there, Gordo? All right, nothing heard there, so we'll move right along. KM6DQU.
Good evening. Great show tonight. I enjoy watching it. I think it's the first time I watch it live. Usually I watch it the day after or during the week. Enjoyed very much. Hope everybody having a good night. KM6DQU.
Thank you very much for checking in there, and thanks for catching the show live tonight. It's always entertaining because sometimes the live show has things that don't make it into the archive show. So it's, if you can, please feel free to watch live as well. And you can find out how to do that at TamNationDStar.net. Next up, KC8YQL.
On the net. Oh boy, where am I going to start? I am excited, Jeff. You know, I've been to Hare Arena for 30 out of 54 years, and it's in its earlier days was very nice, and I really can't complain even up to the tail end. But you know, moving to the fairgrounds was just tremendous. Had we not had that rain, boy, would it have really been a hit. It wasn't bad the way it was. And oh my gosh, the food, look out. I'm on YouTube right now watching another video of one of the videos the guy shot, and I'm getting hungry just looking at all these food vending places. Good stuff. I think we got a whole bunch to look forward to, and since the powers to be just checked in a little bit ago, I gotta make a special request. The Last Man Standing show cannot end. I'm going to say it again. The Last Man Standing show cannot end. Let's keep it going, even though it's got to go to another network. Sorry, Jeff, I had to get that plugged in there. Because I think somebody else just checked in, might be able to work on that for us. Anyway, good show tonight. Good job with you guys running this net, keeping it alive. Hamvention 2018, I'm looking forward to all the good food and no rain. Did I say no rain? KC8YQL, back to you, sir. Thanks, Jeff.
All right, Bill, very good. Yeah, if you weren't at Hamvention, and there were a couple storms that rolled through, which is nothing unusual for Hamvention weekend in Dayton, Ohio. But the traffic Friday was quite atrocious. Luckily, they got that figured out by Saturday morning and got everybody moving a lot quicker than it was Friday. But then Saturday we had the mud to deal with. It rained, and between all the cars and the grass and everything, it was quite the mud pit. So hopefully they get that figured out for next year, because there were a lot of cars that were getting pulled out of the mud there. But Bill, thanks for checking in. We got you on the list for Ham Nation 300. All right, VK2 ARS.
And 7HRO.
Please stand by. This is a directed net. VK2 ARS, you're up. One more time, VK2 ARS, Victor Kilo 2 Alpha Romeo Sierra from KHATK. Alright, I'm not sure he was checked in earlier, but nonetheless, we're at the bottom of the list. This is the Ham Nation D-Star After Show Net on Reflector 14 Charlie. This is the start of Ham Nation 300, so we'll get you logged in for your points there for contacting the various net controls. Anyone at all wishing to check in, please call KHATK now.
November 9, Golf X-Ray, India. And 7HRO.
Kilo Echo 5, Romeo Hotel Mike.
V
MY.
KE0.
N5ZNO.
AA0RX.
AA0RX.
W9EO.
W9EO.
Alright, we will hold it there. Got another good round of check-ins. I'll acknowledge the stations I have. I have N9GXI, N7HRO, KE5RHM, VE3MIC, Mike, good evening to you, KE0EMY. I got Tommy in there, N5ZNO, got AA0RX, and W9EO. Of course, this is the Ham Nation D-Star After Show Net for episode 300 with a special event. We have all the details on our website, HamNationDStar.net, as well as all the digital and HF stations you can contact. N9GXI, you're up first.
Yeah, good evening, Jeff, and everybody on the net. Yeah, I enjoyed the show today, but I only watched parts of it. I'll watch the rest of it tomorrow. But I did watch the YouTube video where everybody was introduced, which was very interesting to see all the people that are in the background there. And 9GXI clear.
All right, thanks for checking in. And yeah, if you go over to Amateur Logic, I think on the YouTube channel they said it was the Ham Nation forum, and you can see my ugly mug up there for the D-Star Net, as well as Dave. He's there promoting the net as well. N7HRO.
That's fine.
KK.
I guess it jumped off. KHATK N7HRO. Name's Dennis. I'm in Hot Springs, South Dakota. And we just had a big thunderstorm come through, so everything was disconnected. But I got you in the log at 0256. So I'm going to go over. You might mention what 40 meters frequency is. I'm sitting at 7188, but I'm not sure that's it yet. I just connected back up. Anyhow, Jeff, thanks for the contact. KHATK, and hello to Tommy out there, and 7HRO.
Well, for the usual 40-meter net, you might want to try around 7192. However, since it is a special event and there's more than likely more than one station on the band at a time, I would go and look at your DX spotting networks, DXC, DXSummit.fi. I typically use the one within Ham Radio Deluxe and just putting everybody's call sign in there so it highlights when a spot comes across. But everybody's operating under special event call signs on the HF side. So again, HamNationDStar.net has what all those are. We'll move along to KE5RHM.
Good evening, Jeff, and everyone on the net. This is Jim, KE5RHM, Coldwater, Mississippi. Enjoyed the show tonight. Always a good show. I did watch the forum this afternoon. Good Tommy did a good job shooting that thing. And made contact just a minute ago with Amanda on 40 meters. So everything's rocking along pretty good. Y'all got some good pilots over here on the HF side. That's about all I got. I appreciate you calling that, Jeff. 73. It's good to see you on the forum also. I'll give it back to you, 73, K5RHM.
All right, Jim, thanks for watching. And yeah, a couple of pictures and things like that of the forum and the ARRL booth over there where we all took a group shot is also on this week's episode of Ham Nation. Next up, Mike, VE3MIC. Good to finally meet you at Dayton. Go ahead and share your experiences.
K8JTK Net Control from VE3MIC. Yeah, good evening, Jeff and everyone on net. Yeah, it was really great to meet you finally and Dave. Saw you two, I think 2 years ago at the Ham Nation Forum, but didn't get a chance to meet you in person. So really great to see you this time. Anyway, yeah, and other than the rain, which obviously nobody has control over, it was a great ham fest. And I'm sure there's, like Don Wilbanks had mentioned on the show, and there was a few minor kinks that they'll get it sorted out. So thanks to the DARA group for making that all happen in such short time. And I'll keep it short and sweet because there's lots of others trying to get in here. So thanks to you, Dave, and Alan for doing the net, and also for Tommy for doing that video footage for the folks that couldn't make it to Hamvention, for doing the footage for the forum on Saturday morning. With that, back to Net Control, K8JTK from VE3MIC.
Yeah, Mike, great to see you, and thanks for attending the forum, and hopefully you enjoyed the Hamfest. And yeah, like you said, all things considered, it went very well. Just a couple minor hiccups there, but they'll get them all figured out. Next up on the list, KE0EMY.
Good evening, Jeff. This is Billy, and I'm from Nebraska. Sitting in here in Dallas, Texas, in a hotel with my good buddy Tommy down the hall. Enjoyed the show tonight. Really enjoy watching it when I can. Have not been to Hamfest yet. Really looking forward to making it someday. Just want to check into the net and say hi. 73 to everyone. This is Kilo Echo Zero, Echo Mike Inc.
All right, Billy, good to hear from you, and thanks for checking into the net. And like you said, we got your buddy up next from down the hall, Tommy, N5ZNO.
Hey, good evening, everybody. Not a lot to add that hadn't already been said. It was a great ham fest. Great to see all the Ham Nation gang and a lot of other friends that I know from Amateur Logic and so forth. It was a lot of fun. The new venue was nice. They got a few kinks to work out, but I'm sure they'll make it even better for next year. So, anyway, like I say, not a lot to add. 73, good to see everybody. And 5ZNO.
Thanks, Tommy, for checking in and supporting the net here. If you don't know, Tommy also does another podcast with George there, and they're over at AmateurLogic.tv. And sometimes Mike VE3MIC pops in there as well. Again, amateurlogic.tv, or go to our website, Hamnation Star, and click on George's name there. That'll take you to their podcast. Happens about once a month and is quite interesting as well. So go check that out if you've never seen it. AA0RX, you're up next on 14 Charlie.
AA0RX, good evening, the net. And yeah, Hamvention was great. It was my first go around. So for the first go around, I had a really, really good time. Met all the top people there, and as well as everybody else. I just had a really good time. Can't mention enough kudos for everybody there. So Andy for letting me stay there. And what else? Shoot, the forums were excellent. The company was excellent, and all that good stuff. So anyway, thanks to WV6NLA for the beautiful Grawl book I have in CD. I'm going to start practicing, studying ASAP here. So I will look forward to maybe getting another diploma. And thanks to everybody here participating in the net and promoting D-Star. D-Star is my favorite mode, and will be for quite some time. I'm just looking at the Kenwood 220 image on D-Star Commander for the DVAP. Robin Cutshaw makes the 220 DVAP, so I'm going to probably pick one of those up here shortly. Anyway, kindest regards all the way around. AA0RX73.
Well, I'm glad you had a great time at Hamvention. I've been going for the last couple of years, but it's only 3 hours away from my home QTH. So I've taken the time off work and made it out there and tried to see what's all new going on and maybe pick up some equipment. So it was a good Hamfest, a couple kinks to work out, but I'm sure they'll have all that nailed down for next year there. Thanks for checking in with the net, supporting the Hamnation D-Star net. Really appreciate it. And somebody brought that information about the 220 DVAP coming out. And so if you have that new Kenwood out there and you want to use the 220 DVAP, make sure you look up Robin's Internet Labs company, and I'm sure they'll have it at DX Engineering and all the other vendors out there for that DVAP. W9EO is last on this list. Go ahead and take it.
W9EO, I hope you're getting this. Yeah, I just love the show. Thank you for everything. I just wanted to check in. Thanks, Tommy, and 5ZNO for all your D-Star work to help set up my home station. I'll throw it back to net control.
All right, very good. W9EO got you logged in there, and you were last on that round for the D-Star net. I'll just take a few moments to plug real quick here that the Hamnation 300th event is going on. All the details are up on our website, hamnationbstar.net, as well as any of the other HF stations that you might end up working for the event. And it's right there on the front page, so look for the special event call signs on the DX spots. I'm not quite sure whether they're all working tonight. Haven't really been looking, but check them out on the DX spots there for all the whiskey number H Whiskey Zero Hotel type stations, as well as you'll have D-Star here, DMR on TAC 311, Talk Group 311. Echolink is on Star, do drop in Star, node number 355800. More than likely through the week, if you don't work us, we'll be working and taking check-ins throughout the week, probably here on 14 Charlie. So also up on our website is the Facebook group, and you can check Twitter, and we'll post when we're planning to do it in the evening, most likely. So again, HamnationDStar.net, look for the Facebook group, to the Hamnation 300, and all that kind of good stuff. I'll throw it over to Dave and see if he wants to take some check-ins. KB9VZU from KJ today.
W6GP.
Dave, are you you with us. KB9VZU, KB9VZU from KHATK.
Just appreciate everybody that came up to us with well wishes, and appreciate what's going on here at the D-Star Net. Got a lot of thinking to do there to acknowledge Jeff for creating that web page that's helped everyone that's been started along their first path, the first steps at D-Star. It's a wonderful site. He's got everything linked up there to help you along your way. But it's awful good to hear Tommy in here. I just like anytime I get around him or anytime we hear him on the radio on every one of his shows he does. So he's a great asset to our hobby. With that, I'll go ahead and take some check-ins here. We're up to number 43, folks. So anyone else wants to check into this edition of the Ham Nation D-Star After Show now, call now, KB9VZU standing by.
K0OJ.
WD9GET.
KG6KMK.
WA6ED.
All right, I stepped on that last 6 stations, so I'll give you some space there, but I'll call the stations I have so far. Have Frequent Flyer there with us, K0OJ, good to hear you in there. WD9GET, another good friend of ours, and K6, I think KG6KMK, we had you in there. I think we were beaconing earlier, but we've got you straightened out now and got a good copy on your audio. I stepped on the last 6 stations, so if you want to come now, I'll go ahead and put you at the bottom of my list.
KK6RQD.
Hey, I've got you in there now. So let's go down to, or go over to K0OJ. Good to hear you in there this evening. And any comments you have about the show or D-Star related topics, pretty much anything you want to talk about. 14 Charlie's yours. Go ahead.
Oh boy, well there you go. Happy hump day, everybody. Yeah, I tried getting in 2 or 3 times before and everybody else beat me, so I guess I'm not quite tail end Charlie, so there you go. Frequent flyer. Yeah, TSA has never groped me and I don't ever plan for them to do so, so anyway, there you go. One funny little thing, and I don't know how many people stuck around for after they shut down the show, and then Bob gives the opening deal for the show and all that, you know. Well, I don't know whether Brian's going to call back Bob and have him fix it or not. He says the show is for May 22nd. No, it's May 24th, Bob. So Brian did not catch it, and I don't know whether he'll try to get a hold of Bob and have him fix that or not. I don't know. So anyway, next time you watch this show, 301, see whether Bob says for May 22nd or whether he'll say May 24th. If he says May 24th, then somehow they got it fixed. So anyway, and on that one picture, I did see Andy. There you go. So looking forward for Andy's visit here in a few days. He's coming out here to get himself a new puppy mutt for his other dog and bring me a gallon of Green River syrup. So there you go. Don't know whether any of you guys are familiar with Green River or not. K0OJ.
No, but I hope it's nothing like Vegemite. But I think poor George and Tommy, they're gonna need therapy after that Vegemite incident they had. So I assume Green River syrup's a lot better to the palate. I'll take it. So hopefully good to have you in there, and I'll look for that bloop for you. But tell you what, as much travel as that Bob Heil does, I can imagine why he could lose track of days. So that guy's somewhere all the time. Different time zones, different countries. It's no wonder he's confused. But he's doing a lot better than I do. Let's run over to WD9GET. How are you doing this evening? And good to hear you in there. Go ahead, 14 Charlie's yours.
Hey, good evening. Good evening to the Nets. Hey, got your email. Thank you much for the contact. It was good to see you down there at the Dayton Mud Fest. I think I finally got everything, all the mud scraped off and dried out. Did manage to work Amanda here right after watch the show live. Usually only get it on the recorded version, so that was kind of a treat to get to do that. And hoping to pick up some more of the special event stations as we go along. I'm kind of surprised I could punch through, but band conditions were really good tonight on both 80 and 40, so that was very much a pleasure. Enjoyed the Hamfest, got a chance to interact with quite a few of the both Frontline and everybody else that's involved with Ham Nation, so that was quite the treat. Lots of good stuff coming up on D-Star, glad to see that, and looking forward to lots of fun in the days to come here. 730 WD9GET, Alvin, Texas.
And we appreciate you taking time out of your evening. We know you're busy, and it's almost like having a superstar check in here with us. If you guys aren't familiar with WD9GET, you need to QRZ his call and check out and see how active he is in a lot of different things. And, made a contact with him in Star City, Russia last month, and then came up and got to do an eyeball QSO with him at Dayton. So we really got a kick out of that. It was wonderful getting to shake your hand there, Keith. Proud to know you. All right, we'll wish Keith a good week here coming up, and we'll also put out for our next call here. I had KG6KMK, and I think we had you getting there the first round of check-ins or something. So hopefully you got your equipment taken care of. It sounds a lot better. I had a good voice on you that time. So KG6 KMK, go ahead and 14 Jan.
Okay, thank you very much. Well, this is actually my very first D-Star contact on a reflector. I just brand new D-Star user. Got the radio yesterday in the mail, and got into the system today. So this is the first time using reflectors and listening to your net. And I did not get a chance to see the episode today. Sorry, too busy having fun with the radio. I usually do watch it down the road like everybody else. Don't watch it live very often. And hi to Tommy out there. Tommy and his show is great too. But anyways, I guess I did it right. I guess I got linked in. This is great. Welcome to D-Star, KG6KMK.
Yes, sir, Mike. And yeah, no worries with the beaconing. And I understand. I think the first time I made my contact, I was trying to make calls when I was still sending out the connect signal, and it was a mess. So no worries whatsoever. We're proud to have you in here. We're proud to have you in the D-Star family, and good to have you in the logbook. Make sure to access and utilize hamnationdStar.net. hamnationdStar.net. Jeff's taking it by the horns, and he's got links there to about anything you're going to need to further your further your experience and enjoyment of D-Star. And you can also sign up for the giveaways too that ICOM's got going around. I signed up for the trip to Tokyo the other day, and I used one of Jeff's speed links to get over there to ICOM to get that done. So they're giving away tickets in July, tickets and airfare to Tokyo for the Tokyo Hamfest over there. So with that, we wish you a pleasant evening, and thanks for taking time out of your evening to be with us, and nothing but joy here on the D-Star. It's going to run us down to KK6RQD, and that's going to be our last check-in here on this round. But KK6RQD, how's your evening going? And anything you want to talk about here on 14 Charlie, it's yours.
Good evening, James. Passing on a message from Gordo.
He's on 7200 operating now, and wanted to let everyone know that he is listening on 14 Charlie, and Amanda's on 7222.5. That one's a real busy one, hard to get in there. Enjoy the show again, and as I always do, and it's great to be part of this event. It sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun. Go ahead.
Well, I totally agree, and I'm going to try to do some extra work this weekend. If you guys aren't following me on Twitter, you can KB9BZ. It's at KB9BZU for my call, and I'll put something on Twitter whenever I circle up the wagons there on 14 Charlie. Had a couple of losses of dear friends overnight. Both passed away the same time, and I'll maybe go into that when we close the net. Maybe have you guys have your own little special thoughts about some close friends that I've lost the last couple of days. But let Gordo know we appreciate him just being there and all he does for the hobby. And I want to thank Don for hooking him up and getting him going on the radio and on the D-Star side. I'm sure we'll be able to make contacts with him here in the evenings to come. So thanks for being there for us, RQD, and we'll look for you next week too. Brings us down to the bottom of the list. Anyone else wanting to check into this edition of the Ham Nation D-Star After Show now, please call now.
Whiskey Alpha 6, Echo Delta, Ed.
WA8LIV, Andrew, Cleveland, Ohio.
Kilo 9, Juliet, November. All right, we'll take those three stations. I have WA6ED, WA8LIV, hello Andrew, and W9JN, and that's Gary. So we'll take those in order. WA6ED, how are you doing this evening? Comments about the Ham Nation show, D-Star related topics, whatever you want to talk about. 14 Charlie is yours. WA6ED. Well, Ham Nation is great. I enjoyed the episode, and Gordo, lots of fun, and I'm a member of Sora, so I really enjoy Gordo being a member of Sora. He's always a cut up, very positive, and great inspiration. So hopefully you'll do another 300 episodes and keep it going. WA6ED, back to net. I'll have to echo your comments because I tell you what, Ham Nation's got me interested back in the hobby whenever I got affiliated there and started listening and learning and understanding things a lot better. And I got to spend some time with Mr. Heil at a couple of different events that he was at. I was licensed for quite a while, but the hearing's not as good as it used to be. But this D-Star it cats me out for me. Get to meet a lot of new people. And the audio's easy on the air, and it seems to be my home away from my amateur radio hobby I had. So I'm really, really blessed to be able to have access to the folks that's helped me along the way, including Gordo, Jeff, Bob, and Tommy out there, everybody, and George. George usually checks in with us at the evenings, but I'm sure he's swamped with his contacts. So we'll look for you next week there, WA6ED. You take care of yourself. And we'll run over to Andrew. Andrew, we had an awful surprise planned for you tonight, but it didn't work out for me. But I think I'm going to be acquiring my code plugs for hint, hint, hi, hi. WA8LIV, go ahead, sir.
All right, well, I'm excited to hear that. Yeah, hopefully, we'll hear you on DMR. Yeah, anyways, hey, just wanted to give a shout out to you and Jeff. Great job running the net tonight. And just as a QST for all amateur radio operators listening to this net, the DMR net will also be participating in the Ham Nation 300. So you can also follow me on Twitter, shoot me an email on StoryZ. I know Craig James, KC8VJK, he'll also be hanging out. We're primarily going to be on talk group TAC 310, 311, 3939, I'm sorry, 3139, which is Ohio. And then we also have another talk group that they use down in southern Ohio that we could basically just occupy. And I know Craig leaves that on when he's at work, so that one is 3139.35, which is available to the Brandmeister network or available to DB4 through extended routing. So anyways, hey, just want to give a shout out. We closed up our net. We got 20 check-ins, and myself, Craig, and Tate all passed around the mic. My hotspot rebooted in the middle of it. So, anyways, hey, shout out to everyone. Ham Nation 300, congrats. 73, W88LIV.
All right, thank you, Andrew, and thank you, gentlemen, for running the DMR net there for us and getting that active as well. I'm sure it's going to be just as successful as the D-Star net and all the rest as well. So thanks for being a part of that. And like Bob was talking about over at the forum, it's just the pieces of the puzzle just keep falling right into place, and getting a lot of great people affiliated. Everybody taking time to check in is what makes it all work. So thanks, Andrew. We appreciate you. Let's run over to K9JN. That's Gary, and let's find out what he's doing this evening here. Go ahead, 14 Charlie's yours.
Kilo 9 Juliet November, Gary in Saxe, Texas. So, yeah, I had an amazing time at Dayton. Just amazing. Attended the forum and, saw various members of the band throughout the couple of days I was there. So, yeah, I kind of felt that during the show, you could tell everybody's a bit weary. I mean, I saw Gordo at the airport when I was getting on my flight, and it had to be, 5 in the morning his time, so he was up 3. I think he said he was going surfing. But just a amazing time, and, last time I went was 2013, and I won a DMR radio, so... and I won a radio this time again too, so just my review's biased. I loved it. Would have loved it even without winning. But the only one who seemed to have energy tonight was Amanda, right? She was ready to party, but understandable because she didn't travel. So hand it back to you, Ned, K9JN.
Well, daggone, Gary, you sound like the luckiest feller I've heard of. So if you're not too busy next time you're in this area, I'm going to have to go buy me a couple lottery tickets. We had a deal back here a few months back whenever, I forget what it was like 160 million or something the lottery was, and I told everybody that checked in that night if I hit it, I was going to buy everybody a 7100. So no one got a 7100 that night, but good to have you in there, Gary. We'll look for you next week too. Thanks for taking time out of your travels and taking time out of your evening to step in here and give us some thoughts about the Hamvention. I was very well impressed with it, and I'm used to the old location, and it's kind of one of those things that's growing pains, and you go through different stages in life and in the hobbies that you take, and, the people that you know, but it seems like it's growing. It's going to be fine, and my grandkids will probably go to the Greene County Fairgrounds if they get interested in radio. So that's what I'm looking forward to. That's going to bring us down to the bottom of the list. Anyone else wanting to check into this edition of the Ham Nation D-Strap Show Net, go ahead and call now. QB9VZU, standing by. All right, not getting anybody responding back. We're going to put this out as last call. And anyone wishing to check in, let's go ahead and call this last call. I'm going to pass it over to Jeff with closing comments, see if he's got anything he wants to add here before we close it out. But and then we'll maybe see what Alan's got going on there. It's probably, I'd say it's probably 2 in the afternoon, Thursday afternoon there for Alan. So I'm not sure if we're going to still have him with us or not, but we'll check in with him. But Jeff, any comments you have? You want to go ahead and run the last call again? I will give an opportunity there for you to address the stations. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, we'll pull out this information, and hopefully I'll remember everything. Basically, for information about the 300th episode for Ham Nation and the special events that are going on, including all the HF stations, the points challenge, everything like that, is up on our website, hamnationdStar.net, and it's right on the front page there. It'll give you all the information you need about all the call signs that will be working the special event. A lot of them will be on HF and have one-by-one call signs. They're all listed there. And you can put them into your favorite DX spotting network, DX Heat or DXSummit.fi, or I use the Ham Radio Deluxe cluster and alarms. I'll put them all into alerts, and so I can just double-click on them and try and pounce on them there. So again, HamNationDStar.net has all the information about all the stations, and this is a week-long event. It'll be continuing on through the end of next week's net after the show. So we'll try and jump on 14 Charlie here, take some more D-Star check-ins for other stations that weren't able to make it. And again, that runs all this week. HamNationDStar.net. So with that, last call for late check-ins, additional check-ins, or anyone that has anything for the good of the net or want to get in on the log for Ham Nation 300, please call KH80K now.
KH80K, KE0AYJ, mobile.
All right, got Andy, KE0AYJ, go ahead.
Hey Jeff, how you doing tonight? Good to see you up there at Xenia. I was out there giving away Hawaiian shirts. Spent a lot of money on Hawaiian shirts. Got 11 people that upgraded while we were there into, not upgraded, but became hams. So I got all their call signs, got all that squared away, and everybody's getting a shirt there. So we're doing good. Just made contact with our 300 station up in Connecticut. Let's see, November 1H, I believe it was. So did that and having a good time. Mobile now, heading back to the QTH and seeing what's going to fly there. That's about it. 73, have a good evening. See you the rest of the week on some of the other frequencies maybe. And we'll check in again with you. Kilo Echo Zero Alpha Yankee Juliet, Mobile, Central Indiana.
Yeah, thank you very much, and thank you for spending a couple bucks of your money to get people that got licensed and upgraded. I think it was Hawaiian shirts there. That's quite the incentive, and thank you for doing that. In addition to promoting Ham Nation there, good to see you at the forum, and hopefully you'll work all the stations there. And of course, we'll post on Facebook or Twitter, that kind of thing, where we'll be operating. So you can look for hashtag HamNation300. And all that information will be available again on Facebook and on Twitter, and you can find that at our website, HamNationDStar.net. Thanks, Andy, again for getting everybody those shirts. Really appreciate you taking a couple bucks and some time to do that there. All right, last call for late check-ins, additional check-ins, or anyone that wants to get logged for Ham Nation 300, please call KH80K now. All right, nobody else heard. And again, HamNationDStar.net has all the information, including the links to Facebook and Twitter. And just look for hashtag HamNation300, and you'll find all the postings there, as well as the HF stations on the low bands. Dave, I'll throw it over to you. Keeping 9 beats at you from KH80K.
All right, sir, and thank you, Jeff, again for everything. And putting up with me over there at Dayton and tell me what I need to do, where we need to go, and where stuff is at. Because it's not as I'm not on top of things like I used to be. But appreciate you and your father there spending a little time with me. Appreciate that. Let's check with Alan, see if he has any closing comments. BK5, PBZ, anything to talk about there before we close the net, sir?
Yeah, thanks, Dave, and thanks, Jeff. Yeah, it's been great being here this evening, and boy, what a lot of check-ins there, and great guys there, and to to Mark there, Kilo Golf 6 KMK. I'm glad you persevered when I was taking check-ins there. I've seen your call sign come up, and I thought you might have been beacon there, and I'm sorry I didn't call you in before I handed back there. But yeah, nice being here this evening, as every evening there. The time this way is around about 2 minutes past 1 on Thursday afternoon. It was a beautiful sunny morning. It's coming over overcast here now, and we're expecting a lot of rain in the next couple of days there. So to you there, Dave, thank you again for giving me the pleasure of being part of the net. You and Terry have a great evening there, and yeah, give the Glen boy a cuddle for me also there. Put it back to Nick Control, Kilo Bravo 9, Victor Zulu uniform. Good evening, everybody, and thanks for checking in.
All right, Alan, best wishes to you and Patricia, and thanks for taking time out of your afternoon to take a lot of check-ins with us there this evening. Appreciate that. Took a lot of work off Jeff and I know he's busy doing his chat room, other things he's got going on. So I really appreciate that. I'll get these call signs out, logged into the wiki page, and we'll start this log for the first group of check-ins for the special event. I really appreciate that. Great. I'm not really going to try not to get mushy here on you guys on this net, but I've lost a dear friend that I've known for so many years. His call sign was KL2RR. KL2RR. His name was Mark Osterman. He passed away in his sleep last night. One of the prosecutors that worked with me for so many years. I was in law enforcement. And he was a ham radio operator. I just want to take 1 second out of my time here, just let you guys know. Whenever you've got that one friend that invites you out to lunch, and maybe you're a little busy, and maybe you just you're going to put it off for the next week. We don't always get that next week. So if you can, for me, just for Mark, just before you lay your heads down this evening, just say a little prayer for my brother. He's going to be sorely missed. He was just a wonderful guy. And I want to dedicate the net tonight for him. So, Mark Osterman, KL2RR. Wonderful legal mind, wonderful friend, and always there if you ever need it. So with that, I want to thank all the owners and operators from all the machines. Thank all the operators for checking in tonight. Wish everyone safe travels, and hopefully we can all get together here through the weekend, through this week, and get together again next week for check-ins for the special event station we're all part of. Then I'm going to go ahead and go QRT and wish everyone a great evening. On behalf of VK5, PPZ, JTK, and myself, KB9BZU. Thanks everyone for making this. I think this is a record for check-ins. We haven't had this many before, so 300 episodes is going to work for us. Look forward to talking to each other here in the near future. KB9BZU 73.
Sorry for your loss. Sounds like he was a great man. KG6 KMK.
Yes, he certainly was. And if you'll look him up on QRC and then search his name on the internet, you'll see some of the things he did. He was highly decorated military and a great legal mind. Sorely missed, but thanks for your well wishes and your sympathy, and I'll get with you guys next week. I'm going to go ahead and turn in. KB9BZU 73 everyone.
Kilo Bravo 9, Victor Zulu uniform, VK5, BBC. Yeah, sorry on the loss of your great friend there, Dave. Can you give me his call sign again, Dave? Go ahead.
Testing.
Kilo Lima 2 Radio. And he did a lot of traveling, and he spent a lot of time in Alaska. He worked for the Attorney General's office up in Alaska for a few years, and after the election in November, he moved back home here. I suggest him to come to work where I'm at, and just 1 week changes everyone's life plans. So. KL2RR was his call sign. And I think we had another station quick key. I'll go ahead and stand by here and see if we have someone wanting to check in. So go ahead.
Okay, thanks there, Dave. And again, sorry to hear the loss of your friend there. And I've got Kilo Lima 2 Romeo. I'll certainly look him up there. 73 all, VK5, BBC clear.
Thanks, Al. 7-3. QRT.
This VK5. Sorry, I missed the rest of the calls. Alan. I believe it's Alan. This is Mark, KG6KMK. Yeah, I didn't know I was beaconing earlier. I apologize. I didn't realize I had that function turned on. Still learning this ID 5100A here. Just got it yesterday. So, but yeah, that was me beaconing. Sorry. Anyways, KG6KMK.
Yeah, roger there, Mark. No problems there, mate. Yeah, no, I've done the same there. When I first got my radio there, and the net controller said it was sort of interfering, and I didn't sort of realise that it would interfere with the net, but you didn't interfere with the net there, Mark. No problems about that. I had an idea that when I seen your call sign coming up every few seconds, that was the problem there. But there was no interference at all there, Mark. Go ahead.
Okay, Alan. Well, good to hear. Yeah, big learning curve here on this D-Star. I think I'm getting it kind of quick though. This 5100A sure makes things easy with the touchscreen and the menus. So, yeah, figuring out how to get on reflectors and all the other things I can do here. So, I'll get it.
Check in.
In.
Oh yeah, that's no problems there, Mark. Yeah, you have a good evening there, mate, and yeah, you just you win no problems for the net at all there. But we do have a check-in there. I don't know if Dave's sort of still around to take that check-in there, but we have November Juliet 2 Alpha Lima. Good evening, go ahead.
Yeah, hi, this is NJ2AL. I just registered today and I didn't get an email back yet, so obviously I'm not registered in the D-Star yet, so but I've had the 7100 for about over a year, and I was just wondering
how to work it there or whatever. But this is the first time I ever heard anybody on this repeater in Martinsville, New Jersey. NJ2AL.
Yeah, Roger there. Sorry I didn't get a name there. The call sign is Victor Kilo 5 Papa Bravo Zulu. November Juliet to Alpha Lima. Yeah, fine on that. We'll just see if Dave's still on the side there. But if not, I'll keep your call sign and we'll add it to next week's event. But there's a Ham Nation D-Star After Show net run on Reflector 14 Charlie every Wednesday night at your time. And if you want more information about it, just go to Ham Nation D-Star.net, Google that, and Jeff Kilo Tango 8 JVK, he's got an excellent website up explaining all about the net. Go ahead.
QSL, the name is Jeff, Juliet Echo Fox, and I normally check in on the 20-meter net or the 40-meter net on Ham Nation. Is that what you said? I see Ham Nation coming across. Is that the net that we're on now, the Wednesday after show net, QSL?
Yeah, Roger, that's the Ham Nation D-Star After Show net on Reflector 14 Charlie. Go ahead. November Juliet to Alpha Romeo. You got a copy there, Jeff? Go ahead.
Yes, PK5. I didn't see the call. PKZ, I think, or something like that. Alan? Yeah, I got a copy. Is this